I feel that Half-Genie-HERO was a great installment in the Shantae series. Half-Genie-HERO had a great story, fluent controls, incredible graphics, and a nice soundtrack to accompany the game. I personally have really liked the Shantae series for quite a while now. It's not one I grew up with, but it's one that I found out about later on. After playing the ones that are currently out as the making of this video, I would say that Half-Genie-HERO is the second best in the series, only beaten out by Pirate's Curse. If you're one who just stumbled upon Shantae like I was a few years ago and are interested in giving it a chance, then I would recommend this or Pirate's Curse. Overall, this DLC is just going through the main game as risky and finding the same bosses as you did in the main game. I'll admit that my first impression of Pirate's Queen's quest wasn't exactly great, but it eventually won me over and felt unique from the main game. It essentially tells the same story as the main game, but through Risky's perspective. I would say to give it a go if you're feeling like going through the same story again, but probably not if you don't feel like it. I think that Friends to the End was a pretty good DLC for the game. The fact that you reenact most of the previous levels of Shantae's perspective as her friends was an interesting take. My recommendation to play this DLC or not is the same as the previous one I talked about. If you're not wanting to go through the main game levels again, then probably not, but if you're wanting to go through the view of Shantae's friends, then I would say to give it a try. I'm going to be honest, there's not much to say about this other than the fact that it adds pretty fun arcade style modes that isn't canon to the main story. Personally, I would suggest to skip over these if you're focused on the actual main story itself.